I know these look like a total mess. And they are. They really are. But you have to see what's in them before you judge their ugliness. These are the newest flows that are going into my shop. I have had these dictionary covers, encyclopedia covers for eons. I only have two. I should have grabbed more, but I only have these two covers. They measure like 4 1/4 by 6 1/2-ish, right? But look at this cover. I mean, look at that detail and the spine too. All right, I included all kinds of ditties and beads and buttons and yummies on the spines, and you get this big honkin' thing down here too. So these are flows. Everything in them is usable. Some of my paper clips are a little more permanent, but anything with a flag on it is, you could use that fiber. This is the original paper from the inside. This one cover, I repaired it. It's got a little tiny crack in it, but I did do a repair job on that. So this is from a chess book. And woo! I have a bunch of, let's move over, invoice papers that I coffee dyed. This is encyclopedia paper. This is a book page that I folded. This is from that House Blueprints book. These, I included a stack of Paris sheets with some botanical and bird pages. Encyclopedia. Upside down. It's not a flow book by Malia unless you have upside down pages. French text. More encyclopedia. Punch out. This is very old actual composition book paper. This is a bag. You have a painty paper with an eye and a dyed textbook paper. Dyed blue. Another textbook. This is a bird page. You'll see the bird on the other side. More French. Some kind of instructions. Postcard with the stamp and everything on it. This is one of those, they go in those kits with those boxes. This is like, I don't know, German or Dutch or something. Ornament instructions. French. The bird. Textbook. This is a pocket that I made. Inside is filled with all kinds of goodies. Let's just take a quick gander at that. I included some frames. You can frame whatever you'd like. These come from a pad of paper that I have. These are photo sheets. They are sticker material. You can use them not to print photos on if you don't want. You can use them for as label paper is what I've used them for, just to print anything out that I want to turn into a sticker. There's the other side of that bag. Composition paper. Punch out. Encyclopedia. Upside down Frenchie. Encyclopedia. Some journaling pages. If you'd watched my last video, I included some of these in my last flow books. You could do whatever you want with this. You can fussy cut it. You can use it as a journaling card. You can do whatever you like with those. Whatever. Bird. Birdie. More house pages. Storybook. Chess. And we're at the end of that signature. Painty papers. I tried to include a couple of painty papers. This, I included 2 pieces of vellum. So this is vellum. And this is a National Geographic map. So this is very thick. This is, National Geographic page. Some more of that Germanish stuff. Upside down French. Upside down instructions. Upside down ephemera. Greek with napkin on it. bird page, textbook. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Nat Geo. Birdies. Wherever that came from, this little piece of wallpaper, some music pages that I dyed blue, dictionary pages, and this and this, birds, more birds, National Geographic, Greek, honor roll certificate. This is from that almanac. These are some journaling cards, some ephemera, some, marbleized paper, more French, more instruction pages, more of this, Nat Geo. This is some handmade paper. I did not make it, but it is some handmade paper. The rest of that map. More of the almanac. These are pages. They have pictures of birds, nice quotes on them. I included those on a chess page. That's the end of that signature. This is from a vintage cookbook. Stenciled. Hey, let's be quiet, please. Stenciled paper. Nat Geo, I think. This is a pocket that I made, and it's loaded. This is vintage. This is a vintage card, but I love that picture. And I also included a greeting card that I, again, love. I'm trying to do this without unstapling it, but I guess I can't. I love the design on that one. Sorry for the glare. This is a coaster. It has the image on both sides, and I have pulled these in half, so you pretty much get two. And this is a vintage, this is a vintage religious little booklet, and it's pretty old, I think. So you have those. More napkin paper, more music paper. This is a heavy card that I've coffee dyed. A napkin. This is from a pattern, sewing pattern. I just love the costumes. And this is the book page, the big fold out from the sewing pattern. This is just a piece of like planner paper. This is a card that you write on. It's a piece of stationery. Vintage-ish. It's got to be vintage. This was a printable of some sort. Botanical fish. This is ephemera. I just love the handwriting. And more of my journaling cards. You have these beautiful flowers in here. On a vintage National Geographic page. Bird, dictionary, that National Geographic page again. There's that handwritten list. Fishies. That is part of that botanical, parrots. I included a bunch of different style cards. These right here. These came from some kind of a French card game. So these are all pretty little bunnies running around, jumping over a block that says 100, which is very fascinating. There's that pattern. There's the rest of that sewing pattern. Packaging, napkin, cardstock, music, Greek with a napkin, National Geographic, more stencil paper, cookbook page. Now, I included some of my vintage almanac pages, which you better feel lucky because I don't give those up for anything. So I've got some vintage almanac pages. This is actually 2 pages that I folded. This is a book page from a Reader's Digest. This is a really pretty page that I folded in half. Dictionary. This is handwritten, but I folded that in half. That's very old. Bird book, fishies. This is some kind of a brochure, but it's beautiful picture on it. Reader page, music page. That's one of those cards again. These are targets. I think there's 2 or 3. They're very thick, so it's hard to tell. It looks like 2 targets. And this paper is very brittle. Another napkin with beautiful seashells, composition paper, actual pattern, fungus among us. This is a fairy tale page. I just threw that in there. Birds. This one I think was National Geographic. Bird book. Some more journaling cards. Mushrooms. Pattern. Composition. Napkin. Cardstock. Music. Reader. Pamphlet. Fishies. Bird. I had distressed some playing cards. I threw those in there, and there's some pretty, each book has a book plate that I put in, and some journaling cards in the back there. And this was on a birdie page. Dictionary. Oh my goodness. What is his name? Cary Grant. Okay. Reader's Digest. There's my almanac page. Botanicals. Another almanac page. Y'all are lucky. Some cards. I love barbecue and red dots. Chess. Reader's Digest. This is from that other almanac page. I included a bunch of tags and more journaling cards. So I have a bunch of little tags in here, journaling cards in here that are pretty. Botanical page, composition, stamped feather. This stamp is vintage. It's old. So, music page, textbook. The other end of that almanac, cutout, book page, blueprint page. These are some cutouts that I did from scrapbook paper, so I included a whole bunch of those, which are fun. A bird. Cookbook. This is a vintage cookbook picture that has nice ugly food on it. Birds, blueprints, book page, punch outs. Hey, quiet. Textbook, music, stamping, composition book. I got this, which got some beautiful papers in it. This is folded in half. In a pocket with another Reader's Digest page, chess. These are just some loose papers I had, old checks and this stuff. So that is that book. Now, when I list these in my shop, I am going to put down that there's a quantity of 2. If you see this video and they are both still available and you see one identifying thing that isn't in the other, send it to me in the comments or in the messaging part of Etsy so that I can send you that one, that specific book, if there's something specific. But because these are both pretty much the same thing with just little bits that are different, I'm going to list them both as 2 of the same. Like I said, unless you have some kind of an identifier that you want. Woo! Hey, let's be quiet, please. That you want, then let me know right away. Another napkin, more of the same. This has the same stationery, card, book plate, and game cards. This is a National Geographic map. It folds out pretty big. Some of that handmade paper. In that book page, another certificate. I'm just going to bomb through this one kind of quick. This is foreign. It's some kind of a program for some kind of a play or something. Old pages from some kind of advertisement. Let's be quiet, please. Book, music. This. 2 more targets. Music page. That program. Birds. Book page. There's the map. Journaling cards. napkin. Woo. Let's get this to uncrinkle here. Book page, botanical. Another pocket with some of that cutout paper that I had, those cutout designs. This is vintage National Geographic, chest paper. This is a really pretty picture too, which is folded in half. This comes from a different sewing pattern. Paper, bird page. This is that same Paris paper. I just tucked that in a pocket. Little piece of wallpaper, French paper, more cutouts, napkin, napkin on book page, wallpaper, some of that almanac, birds, handwritten notes, pattern, image, almanac. This is a painty paper. This vintage Nat Geo, bird, this stuff, some different style ephemera and journaling cards, another painty paper, another old almanac page, French, another one of those pockets. This one has a different coaster in it with the little girl, and another vintage postcard. And here is another pattern packaging with different style costumes on it. Book blueprint. These are just some pieces of ephemera and paper on a vintage National Geographic page. This and this. Another different napkin. Dictionary. This has tags in it, different style tags. This, and again, these were bound with jute. See the costumes? So you can easily, it's pretty easy to untie it. And then everything on the spine is yours to do with whatever you want. I have some vintage buttons on the spines, some charms. These are some more of those quote pages. Textbook, botanical. Why do I keep turning my books? National Geographic. Handwritten list. This is, oh cool, look at this. Is that an Ollie's? Oh no. Greer's for women. It looked like Ollie's at first. This is the vintage almanac. This is the newer almanac. This is a book page from Reader's Digest, dictionary, blueprints. This is two more of those printer pages that are stickers. Fish. This, I got some journaling cards in here. Reader, actual pattern paper. French, fish, Nat Geo. Some cards in this pocket. This. Handwritten paper, birds, an armadillo. Dyed textbook, botanicals. This is a sun. You can't. Oh, see there. Gold ink. Am I still recording? I am. I'm sorry about the zoo noises in the background. My children decide not to listen. This has got another card, frames, papers, like you saw in the last one, just different, maybe different colored stuff. Vintage Nat Geo. This has a bag in it, the red polka dots, journaling cards, napkin, book page, more stamping, chess, more journaling cards. This comes from a nursery rhyme book too. Stamping. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. There's some more of those invoice papers. Birds. Vellum and journaling cards. You got some foreign invoices. You got cookbooks and fish and all this stuff. So these are the two that I'm going to be throwing up in my shop. They are very nice. They are very chunky. I'm going to do my best to be very careful when I put them in for shipping. And you get all these goodies on the spines. So, I will list all my stuff below, and we will see you soon. Ta-ta for now.